3, 2, 1. Hello, hello, hello! I'm ducky.sheaboi.
I'm Patsy and the Klein.
And we are joined by the most kirei na hito ever, DDNYC.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for lending me this beautiful dress.
Yeah, we're doing like a black and white.
Yeah, look at this
today.
color
That's our
story.
theme.
They walked into the bedroom and we were changing. They were like, black and white, black and white.
Aya, what are we doing today?
So, like, I just have a question, you guys.
Okay.
About like dating American dudes.
No, good luck.
No, like, found the interesting article
Okay.
about the dating American dude. So I'm just
Japanese article.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Japanese. I just want to know whether it's true or not.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do our best. As always, we will try.
Grab her, she's fitting into our color story. Welcome to the
I have
channel!
That's my cat!
She did fit into our color story, though, so we get points for that!
That is,
So, wait, what are we doing? We are,
doesn't mean like just only for American guy. Like anyone, like dating with American guys. No, not big people.
Okay, so
American
we'll use the article as
just
reference
the-
and then we'll kind of fill in the gaps,
Yeah,
especially keep
yeah.
it queer.
yeah, keep it clear, keep it here.
Like when you guys are dating someone, that means that person is not the only person, right? You might be like dating with multiple people.
Usually.
And kind of like trying out that person. I don't understand.
Because you might meet someone on a Tuesday for dinner and sex, and then you're like, okay, Thursday I have sex and dinner with this other person. Like, it's like seeing who would,
Best match.
yeah, not my method, but
This website said if guy asks you to going out, even they're not really dating, but if the guy asks women are going out, that means is it a date?
Yeah, I think in that context, if the
Yeah.
guy's like, hey, will you go with me? And like, we can spend a
like,
day together.
do you want to go see a movie? Do you want to go to some dinner? Most of the time,
Right.
it's a
That's
date.
a date.
You think like it's kind of like he likes me.
Yeah.
Really? Because like
Yeah.
my
He's
friend,
into it.
my friend, he always like he just sometimes asks me.
Most of the time.
Like you meet at a bar originally, exchange numbers, and then a little later, they're like, hey, let's go do something. They're trying to figure out, are we going to be friends or is this a dating situation? Just because you go on one date doesn't mean you're dating.
Yeah.
It's just a date.
So y'all don't really ask for to be your either boyfriend or girlfriend, right? In your culture.
You should say more like, are we exclusive?
I was gonna say, we knew this girl back home in South Carolina. She was having sex with this guy for 2 years. Never made it official, and then she found out he had other girls he was having sex with, and she was so mad because she thought that they were boyfriend and girlfriend. And he said, I never said we were exclusive.
But he also didn't tell the other side of the story either. Like,
Guys are shady.
I mean, women's shady too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we're not shady, Patsy. Can I ask you a question?
Alright.
付き合ってください. Hi. To all the Japanese women, you just tell your man how you feel, honey.
I'll tell you how I feel right now. Your hands are sweaty.
You need some steps, before
One-chan?
One time.
One jump.
Doesn't that mean like
One jump
you
is
might
like,
not, you can just go and get it and then be done with
It's
it?
one
One
chance.
jump is like kind of like a one night stand type of situation.
So.
Yeah.
How does a Japanese person say, do you just say
One
yatai? Or you want to go home?
Because even some American when you like wasted like drunk
So you say,
you
let me
like
suck
go
your
No, you said go home.
Alright, so you're like just been dating for a while. Finally, you met his side of friends. The way he introduced you to his friends, he said, "Oh, this is my girlfriend." That means it's official.
Right. That's a common way to check it, to test it.
And the funny thing is like, you know, when you guys say "I love you," that means like really serious. So you don't really say "I love you" to your partner.
You want to wait as long as you can stand without saying it, because you don't know if the other person feels that way too. And if you say "I love you" first, and the other person's like, "Oh, thank you," that's really bad.
Thank you.
And then you're like, "Oh, I don't love me back."
Luckily, that's not.
But like, you know, when you guys like say "I love you," that means like the word is like a little heavy.
It's very heavy.
Heavy, right? I've heard like "I love you" all the time on the street.
Well, no.
I was about to not say.
I mean, in a relationship, we're talking about relationship.
Yeah, I know that relationship, but like, you know, like people using like "I love you" like very often.
Friends say it a lot.
Like,
Well, no, but in a relationship kind of way, like if I say I love you, like we're not using condoms at this point. You know, like that means that like you know my body, I know your body.
We are now temples conjoined.
Like we can share drinks and not use condoms.
Get tested first.
Well, yeah.
Makes sense.
Alright. As a couple, okay? So men usually cook for women. Is that like common in?
I feel like men are stepping it up,
They're starting to. It depends on the man,
but traditionally, no.
Women.
Not really, right? In my culture, women always have to cook for
Same
men.
with Southern culture.
Yeah.
Right? It's just-
Traditionally, no.
Not
But
really,
now
right?
it is hip to.
For a man to whip up some.
But
nice
see,
food.
if you go to someone's house for dinner, that means you want yaritai.
If like, you know, it doesn't matter you're a couple or not, maybe like one night stand or whatever, but you know, if they and the next day the guy making the coffee for you,
That's a good sign. It doesn't mean that you're going to be boyfriend girlfriend. It just means they're
not throwing you out. Well,
they're polite.
That's like best case scenario. Typically, it'll be wake up, okay,
Your Uber's here. Get out.
yeah, leaving. Yeah.
But if they're
like,
making
you know,
you coffee, if they're making you breakfast, that's a good sign that they're like vibing with you and want to get to know you a little more.
Yeah. I
but
would-
you know, like in my culture, men doesn't make a coffee for women, like girlfriend, one night stand, whatever. If Japanese women like got kind of experience, she might fall in love with that guy for sure. That's kind of funny.
That's just
right?
kind of
That's
a common
like-
decency.
Yeah,
to
like if
American
you're
women.
getting along with someone and you wake up like and you just had their inside of you, like it's the least they can do is bring you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, bring me some coffee,
Yeah.
bring me some breakfast.
If your date or like boyfriend like introduce you to his family members, that means the signal for getting married.
Not
always.
immediately.
Really, right? This
It means
website
that you
said-
are more, you're getting to know them on a more personal level.
Yeah, right.
You'll go through the whole like, oh no, y'all can't sleep in the same room together because we're not married, and then it takes time. It's not going to be automatic.
So if they watching like, you know, movies, like, you know, especially in New York, like people like, you know, meeting each other, like couples like meeting each other on the street.
Like they crash
cross
into
street.
each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know each other's, but they accidentally bump into each other on the street and become boyfriend and girlfriend.
I don't think that's true.
It's true. It happens every
If
day.
someone bumps
I mean,
into
like,
me on
yeah,
the
like-
sidewalk, I'm immediately running away. I don't
What
even
if they're
know.
gorgeous and they're looking you up
No,
and down being like,
'cause-
hey,
It's probably some crazy person dressed up. Like, no, I'm leaving.
it does happen, but most people rely on apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that people like, you know, like admire Sex and the City, especially like people like from Japan.
It's not real. I feel like even rich people in New York are like, what? Like, no.
That's not real.
No.
at all.
Yeah, like New York is not a good place to date, honestly. It's really
hard.
not.
It's
It
really
is.
hard.
It's just so hard.
Oh, we're not instantly getting along. Next.
Well, and also, like, a lot of the time, it does come down to who's putting out.
Mhm.
And then once you do it, then you can just swipe for another person. Like, they just don't focus on, like, the goals and the family vibes and all that kind of things. Yeah, that's just swiping.
And most Americans don't meet their partners until they're in their 30s. That's where people are starting to get married, especially our friends. Like, they find their true love in their 30s.
Alright, that was it. Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Basically, no matter what country, just get you a man you can trust, get you a woman you can love.
Well, you've dated both in Japan and America. What are some differences that you've noticed?
I mean, like, you know, here, I'm just only dating with like typical bad boy.
Her type is crazy. Who was the guy who egged your car? Was that in Japan?
That's psycho.
Mhm.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it
Okay,
later.
later.
Yeah, I will tell you, it's so funny.
Dating in America, just y'all come give it a little try if y'all want, but good luck, honestly. I love men.
Well, thank you for joining us on our channel. And remember to ine!
Comment.
채널을登録
오네가이시마스.